Hi again. Thank you for watching. It's a pleasure for me to be helpful for many people that, at least with my opinion of about things and the 13 years I have on studying this kind of stuff and 20 on being on medic physician. It's like I'm so grateful to be to help. You know, one of the topics I want to talk today is about shame. What does shame mean? Like, we don't know. Everybody has their own shame, their own way of feeling shame. So it wouldn't be fair to define shame on a way. I would say, if I have to say now, that it's a way you are feeling about something that is occurring on the outside that somehow reflects on the inside. So this I'm telling that whatever is happening in the present that it's affecting you takes you backwards much more on time to where you were very little and you were, so for example, we were all babies, and we at first we are born naked, if you know what I mean, and we are touched like just to be taken care of. We need to be touched to be taken care of. And after we are growing, then we know as little kids that there was one day on a certain moment of our days of our life that we are not much more comfortable of showing ourselves, which means also our body naked. We are used to that because we come from that. We are changed and cared by our parents or whoever. But there is a point where we start feeling different things because we are humans and things change. We are always evolving and changing. So we start realizing that what used to be um, common, maybe funny, it is not fun anymore. So in that, let's say in that break point, you remember what you have done before, and with this, from the break point to the future, from this point to the future, you remember the past, and you start feeling like, oh, did I did that? I was naked with this kind of people. I said this. I felt this kind of feelings for my mom, for my dad. I saw many people, and this is something common. Like, common, I mean, in the sense of saying we all experience this, and it's good we experience that break point in which we are not showing ourselves anymore, and that we feel like shame of being knowing that we have been showing ourselves and seeing others in another way, or feeling desire for some stuff we don't feel anymore. That's why Freud said that little kids, little babies, have sexuality, but not sexuality in the meaning of having sex intercourse. Just because you are, whenever you are changed, when you have to be changed your diapers, you are clean and you are being touched in those places. So those places you are being touched, our erogen zones, make us, like, at the same time enjoy that, because it's a part of our body that makes us feel good. It feels good. But something is when you are changed, when you are changing, your parents are changing your diapers, and you're clean, and it's different when you're old and you have your own control of your body. So this is a mixture thing, and it's tricky to understand, because how can we not be ashamed of knowing that we have been naked for many people, kids on the beach, maybe sometimes they are naked, and they don't even realize that. But when you start realizing that, you can be shamed. Also, another way of understanding this is how you discover you have many things to show. And when you have to show, not your body, I mean naked this time, I'm talking about the body just to talk about baby moment especially. But you can be shy, you could feel shame when you're on a place, on a party, or you meet somebody, or you want to sing, or you want to express your feelings and you're ashamed. It's somehow whatever is happening in the outside that you know that you're going to show it to anybody, or you're meeting with anybody, those feelings from the past comes even if you don't want to. This is not psychoanalysis bullshit that people say. This is really this way. It happens this way. We cannot do anything about memory, and thankfully we cannot do anything about memory. So it is so absolutely normal to feel shame, but the point is in which point you let the shame control yourself, like the same thing happening, like the past things are happening right now. I mean, something that is happening now could take you to that moment, but the thing that could take you inside your head even unconsciously doesn't mean you have to be, you keep being ashamed, you know what I mean? So whenever you want to say something, whenever you want to express yourself, you may meet with others' eyes. They're looking at you that way. And you and me and anybody have been looked that way. And being looked that way means that somebody is really paying attention to you. And that could bring you back to those days where you were looked and you felt very good about being looked. But in another time of your life, you're not that comfortable. So this changes all the time. So when you are look nowadays that we are grown up, we are older, we feel like this kind of meeting another person, like it's you can say this when you meet another a new person and you're talking about, it's not very often to keep looking in the eye. And somehow looking in the eye means like if the other could know more about you, and more about you could know not, I mean, you can know more about the other person looking in the eye, but you cannot access precisely to their feelings or thoughts. So somehow shame has to do with the feeling that other persons know exactly what you think or feel, and it's not true. They can get close to what it is, and that's something very nice to experience when you're talking with somebody that seems to understand you're not even talking. But that's not the same that assuming that the other person knows precisely what you're thinking or feeling. It's not about hiding, it's just knowing the division that your inside it's yours, that you have a quiet confidence, and even if you feel shame or ashamed, that it's okay. You can at the same time of being ashamed keep going and keep looking in the eye. So that's something to explore much more. And I hope this little video helped you to understand a little bit more. And any question you need to ask, thank you very much. And thank you. Uh, I'm doing this for Monta again. And thank you, Monta, for helping me to think about this stuff and sharing with you. Hope that it helps. Love.